In today's video, I have prepared these phones to answer your questions related to iOS update. If you are wondering what is the difference between iOS 17 and iOS 18, when it comes to battery autonomy, you don't have to look anywhere else because I found these three identical devices that have very similar battery health but with different software versions. Stay until the end of the video and you will find out interesting details that will help you. Good, so let's start the test. The phones are fully charged and have the same settings. The difference between them is the software version. The first one on the left has the oldest version, 17.4.1, followed by the one in the middle, with 17.7.1, and the one on the right has the latest version, 18.1. They are connected to the same wireless network. They do not have SIM cards installed. The brightness is identical, and the True Tone function is disabled. The results will be shown in stages, so that I will present every hour how much is left of the batteries. Now I'm going to leave the phones with the home screen on, so I'll see you in an hour. For you, the first hour passed in the blink of an eye, and these are the results. The one on the left and the one on the right are equal with 8% lost, and the one in the middle is 1% better. Now let's move on to the second phase, which consists in playing video on YouTube at 1080p resolution. Two hours have passed, and the result is maintained. The first and last have lost 20% of their battery, while the middle one is still 1% ahead of them. Further, in the next hour, the phones will run in the TikTok app, which is set to auto-scroll. After 3 hours of operation, the phones are equal, and this shows us that for now the difference in software does not bring advantages or disadvantages in terms of battery autonomy. Maybe you didn't know, but one of the biggest consumers of the battery is the camera, which we use almost daily. So I will move on to an hour of video filming at 4K resolution and 24 frames. This step will make the difference and will separate the phones according to the battery strength. As I expected, the percentage dropped a lot in all situations because the camera is a big consumer. However, the results are very good because in my experience so far, other phones, after 4 hours of use, come close to shutting down. Because games are indispensable in our lives and we often play them on our smartphones, the next step is the test in play mode. In the next 2 hours, the phones will run on usual games. All devices passed the 6-hour mark, which is great, and the results are still almost identical. This confirms that there are no major differences in battery autonomy with different software versions. Further, I will leave the phones with the screens on, and we will see what will be the order in which they close. Surprisingly, with the best battery health of all, at 81% and running iOS 17.4.1, we have the first phone that shuts down after 7 hours and 4 minutes from the start of the test. Anyway, the difference is small compared to the others, so I can't say that the software version is less good than the others. Only 2 minutes away with the latest version of iOS 18.1, and with a battery health of 80%, the phone on the right also shuts down. It seems that at this moment we also have a winner. Interestingly, the phone with the worst battery health lasted the longest, being the last one to shut down after 7 hours and 8 minutes. The final conclusion of this test is that the differences between the latest versions of iOS are small, so if you want to upgrade there is no problem, and if you want to stay with the previous versions, it is a good option. If you want to change your phone battery, watch the following video, which I recommend to you so you don't make any mistakes.